Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Catholics community. Thank you for joining our live. Alongside here with me today, as you all know, my name is Keenan, the absolutely amazing Keenan. I'm part of the Catholics group. And joining me here today is Lutando, one of our co-workers. Heading over to you, Lutando. You may greet our audience.
Thanks for the tag, Mr. Keenan. Luke, this is my colleague next to me. My name is Mr. Lutano Mini. And next to me, I have Mr. Keenan Luke, and we're here to tell you more about making smarter money moves.
Thank you, Latana. As the headline implies, yes, we are here to inform you about the smarter money moves that we are making currently within the Catholics community. So today's topic, as you could see, is making smarter money moves. So before we head into that, I'm going to ask Latana, why don't you just share us a fun fact about yourself?
Firstly, I would like to greet the CAPEX community, and I would like you to let you know that the CAPEX community name is coming up soon, and also to our audience and the Arlebs family and the community as well. So one thing that I would like to tell you guys that's more interesting about myself is that I'm a young 23-year-old male who's self-driven and who's more like obsessed with bodybuilding.
Sheesh. Bodybuilding, one of the most amazing things. Yeah, so I'm gonna share a fun fact about myself as well. Hello everyone. Once again, my name is Keenan. I am also a 23-year-old male, don't worry. Very much young. And one of the amazing fun facts about myself is that I just like making jokes, dry jokes to be exact. There's nothing like a dry joke at the start of the day, in the middle of the day, and also while you're busy falling asleep. It makes it even better, it hits, it keeps, it's just absolutely amazing. So another question to you is, what keeps you going as a youth, basically?
So basically as a youth, what I would like to say is that we as a youth, as you like to say, you like to make jokes, you like to play around. Usually even when you're at home, we're at work, or either with friends. So one thing that keeps me going the most is that the goals that I've set for myself. So in order for me to achieve those certain goals, I have to become a consistent person, commit towards them. So it's one of the few things that keeps me going, because I've set certain goals for myself and I really want to see me one day achieving them.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing. If anything, I believe that setting goals is actually a really good thing, especially when it comes to financial goals. Saving up to do your driver's license, saving up to do your learner's license, saving up to buy you a PC even. Like that is one of the goals that we can really live for. And I believe that is something that I live for personally. I always set goals to achieve what I really want to achieve. Like lately, I've set the goal to acquire a Mac in this year, but obviously that's going to take time, and it's going to build. It's going to take a lot of building and a lot of sacrifice. So to a question to you again, once again, Lutando, what can we expect from making smarter money moves? Just to give our viewers a bit of a taste of what they can expect.
Like mostly guys, what I would like to tell you is that this show is about like making people aware, man, that we can build a world of financial freedom, and a world that we could become abundance, man, financial abundance, inspiring young people to make smarter money moves, man. We as the young generation, what we know is about having fun, going out with friends, and also etc. But we can, all of us, become financially stable, man, wherever we set our minds into it as young adults, that we do want to achieve the goals that we want to achieve within our lives. As I said before, that I've set myself goals that I would really like to achieve one day.
Oh, that is so amazing. Like, as I say, like goals are absolutely important. Like if I think about everything that we've been doing, since our teenagehood, think of this. Going back to high school, our LO teacher would always ask us to make goals. And goals are basically what strives us to be with the people. So CapEx finance, firstly, we are not, we don't give you financial advice, but rather personal experiences that we've lived through. And also we always aspire to make smarter money moves each and every time, you know. So yeah, stay tuned. Making smarter money moves is definitely, it takes lots of wisdom. Right? Firstly, we definitely have to think on how we can spend our finances and, you know, what else we can do, especially in terms of acquiring assets, you know. And I believe that's why we are here. That's why we educate our audience, basically. This is also why we share tips. You know, I believe like that's one of the things that CapEx likes doing. We like sharing tips. You know, if you've been keeping up with our 7 streams of income, you would know that we definitely love sharing tips. Over to Rutando, that he's going to share something with us. Yeah, thank you.
I would agree on you with that, Keenan, because usually as young adults, we went to school, we did go to school, and we did get the education that we wanted to get, but we didn't get education that is to do with something that to do with financial fulfillment, like knowing how to become financially stable. Do people out there, do our audience and our community know how to become financially stable?
I wonder, you know, I believe we all have the ability to be able to do that, you know, just to become like, just to like have a sense of financial stability, because I feel like we as young people, we spend too much money on going out also. You know, we do a lot for others, but not for ourselves. Like what do we as young people really do for ourselves? Do we set goals? Do we create budgets? Do we as people generally just think of what we do with our money? Is the question.
I think I do agree with you. And I don't know what our followers think or people who are tuning in live or listening to us, what do they think in their own view or their own perspective regarding that. But I also believe that our aim as CapEx is changing the world, man, changing the world of finance regarding certain young adults, man, improving their self, like becoming, as I said, becoming financially stable and having a backbone when it comes to spending. And even like, as we say, we always say as CapEx, we have the 4 components regarding finance, which is spend, borrow, plan, and save.
4 components, very easy to remember. Key words. Those keywords are basically what we live by. We live by being able to help you create a budget, not us per se, but you know what I mean. You know, we also live by helping you make smarter money moves, basically. Like that is our goal, to see youngsters achieve financial freedom. It doesn't matter how much you earn, but rather by how well you can spend your money, basically.
And basically, it is like that. I'm also a young adult and I also make mistakes, as in each and every one of us does. I know that it's not easy to talk about your financial situation because these things are not things that we even learn about, even at school, man. But with CapEx, we're building a community where we don't charge anyone. We just want to make smarter money moves. Each and every one of us is capable of making smarter money moves. By that, it means that even if it takes coming out of your comfort zone, expansion is not something that's easily for anyone to do. But in order to secure your financial future and even for your coming family as a young adult, build your legacy, it's best off to make the smarter money moves.
It's always good. It's always good to just put smarter money moves in, even in just in the back of your mind. You know, if we think of making smarter money moves, we often think of budgeting, saving, trying to save. But how do we get those actions to come to the surface is the question. Well, simple word, application. You know, so oftentimes we neglect to apply what we really think. You know, and that's really the first step to financial freedom. Like just applying the smallest techniques that even our mothers, I'm sure your mother like taught you a thing or two about like, oh, buying in bulk or, you know, all of those kind of things. So really just apply. So yeah, I have a question for Sir Lutando. So Lutando, I'm going to ask, what has the CapEx team been up to lately?
So So we as the CapEx team, we've been working so hard in building this certain community that we want to see one day becoming financially stable. So that's our aim as CapEx. So me and my team currently, we've been working and creating the best financial advice that each and every one of you could have, offering you like financial codes, whereby when you're regarding to yourself in a certain situation that you are in, and like it's either you are deep down in debt, or it's either you want to purchase your first vehicle or purchase your first home, certain things that you need to be aware of, like making sure that you're not the second owner, you're not the third owner of that certain vehicle, what's the mile gauge of it, or purchasing a home, it's either a bond. These are things that we as young adults and even our community and audience in general need to be aware of, because we learn about a lot of certain things, but something that to do with finance, it's rare to find that financial education out there. So we as the CapEx team, we've been working so hard to create your animation videos. That's why it's best off to tune in on our platforms. It's either on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and follow us so that you could get the financial education that you might be looking for.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing. If you are wondering where you can find us, you can find us on YouTube as CapEx Finance, on Instagram as @CapEx Finance, Facebook @CapEx Finance, and even on Twitter @CapEx Finance. Yeah. So in short, like CapEx has been cooking up some amazing things. Like the activity I see on the online socials is absolutely amazing. Like you guys should really check it out. It's like one of the best ever, you know. So yeah, if you take those quotes and all of those tips that is included, it's sure to definitely help you on your financial journey and help you come one step closer to gaining financial freedom. One thing I can say about the animation videos, it's absolutely fascinating. I have seen some of the animation videos on YouTube, and man, oh man, is it so enlightening. I would advise our viewers to definitely go and watch it, as you could learn so much in a really good amount of time. Even the income stream tips, like it's one of the most amazing things. So much good nuggets, and definitely really good juice being spilled all over the internet. You know, so yeah. And on the other hand, like even the designs. What can you tell us about the designs, and how do you think it is?
Wow, I don't want to lie. The designs are extremely amazing. That's why you gotta stay tuned with us and make sure that you follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, so that you don't miss out the certain opportunity of experiencing us coming up with something new that's going to be educational for me and myself, even if I'm part of the CapEx team. They say you never get old to learn new things. It's the same as serious wealth. It's not built from saving. It's built from investing. So a lot of people are not aware of those things. So please stay with us with CapEx. Become of the community that we're trying to build. And then you won't miss out this amazing thing that we have coming up from you. I will not say it out loud, but I said we have a special surprise that we have available on you. Make sure that you stick out with CapEx, and we also have like our 7 different streams of income that we have, series that we have available on our platforms. Each and every Friday, come back from work. I know that each and every one of us comes up from work. It's been a hectic week. We're all preparing to go to a weekend, but give yourself time. Within a few clicks, you can access our website. It's either our website, it's either you go on our social media, just to find more about CapEx, and you could get the financial education that you want.
So, Lutari, you mentioned something about a website. So, what exactly does this website have? You know, what can we learn from this website? Like, how do we navigate around it?
there is a certain website that we have available coming. But as I told you before, that we have it's a surprise for our audience and even for our community. So one thing that I would like to ask from you is that stick around, please. Stay with us as Capix, and then you will be part of and finding out what we have available for you. But one thing that I would like to let you know is that there's certain things that you might be able to learn, and there's certain financial education that you might gain and even pass it over to your coming generation to come. Give them the opportunity that they never had of learning more about finance.
Oh, that is preparing the next generation. That is like that's one of the best things I've ever heard, ever. I mean, like who thinks of prepping another generation while we still in another generation? Like that is absolutely like unheard of. Like the question is like the best way to reach the next generation is definitely through the internet. You know, so and I'm always like I'm so fascinated by the way Capix is just moving into this world of finance and helping our youngsters or young adults rather to make smarter money moves. So I believe the word on the rumor is that we are definitely we do have a website.